The Southern Idaho real estate market is acting kind of weird. And I don't mean kind of fun and quirky, I mean, what the hell is going on? Inventory is up and buyer interest is kind of all over the place. And we're doing things kind of 2 or 3 years ago and think people are thinking kind of what's going on now. So let's talk about what the problems might be here and kind of see what the deal is. Because homes are hitting the market in Twin Falls, Burley, and either Kimberly, and buyers are either ghosting showings, looking a lot online, or making really lowball offers like it was 2009. And you might be asking, well, why is that? And probably the reason is interest rates are fluctuating like crazy, and people are waiting for things to be a little bit more certain and a little bit more calm. And the other part of that is wages really aren't keeping up with these crazy price inflations. Over the last couple of years, we've seen home prices grow from like 16% back to 9%, back to 3% year over year, and wages really haven't increased that much. And also, sellers are kind of being stubborn. Now, here's the weird part for me, is because prices in Southern Idaho are well below the national average. We're looking at anywhere from like 320 to 350 kind of median price in this area, where the national average is in the 400 to 420. But even with deals like this, buyers are hesitant. And that's because both sides are scared. Buyers are afraid to get a bad deal, and sellers are afraid to lose their equity. And so we're kind of caught in this crazy standoff where neither side wants to budge. Buyers are making offers that sellers can't accept, and sellers aren't willing to come to the table to really kind of get to where people can kind of both meet. But here's the truth. When everyone is unsure, that's when the smartest people can make deals. If you're buying, this might be the calm before the storm, because if interest rates come down, so does competition. Competition will then go up. And if you're selling and priced correctly, there will be more people who are willing to make offers on your home. So you don't necessarily need to be perfect, and you just need to be strategic. So here's a couple things that you could do to be successful while things are being weird. If you're a buyer, you can work with somebody who knows how to spot a deal that's kind of overvalued and they're being ridiculous and can really negotiate. And that might be someone like me. And if you're a seller, I would probably say let's look at comps, because the data is going to be where the gold is. If you have an agent who's not bringing you comps of the things that have sold in the last 30 days or maybe even 60 days and thinking, oh, my neighbor sold 2 years ago and got X amount of dollars, that was crazy, then maybe you should find an agent who's like working and doing deals today. So just because the market's weird doesn't mean you can't be successful, and it doesn't mean you can't find it both a really great deal where you're getting an equity as a seller, or a buyer where you're really getting the best deal that you can find, where sellers are willing to both cover your closing costs, repair anything that needs to be made, and help you get into that home. If you're thinking about buying or selling, or you have questions, or there's like a specific scenario you want to go over, I always include all of my links. You can give me a call. But if you have any comments, I'd love to kind of hear what you're thinking. And if you think the market's weird, or you think the bottom's gonna fall out and we're gonna be seeing, foreclosures left and right again, go ahead and comment down below. I'd love to have a discussion with you.